Yeah. Hi, folks. I'm Bobo the Vulture.
I'm Mysterious Studios doing the 8-bit Dead Cell theme. But this is not a game where we're going to counter Dead Cell, much to Bobo's relief. This is Metal Gear Solid 3, which is presented by Konami and James Bond.
Yes.
Cobain de Missile. Man on the moon.
Don't you believe it? I sure
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Andy, were you thinking about Elvis? Or
Yes.
whatever.
Hey, man.
Whatever.
Gloria was a good band. They're gone now, but it's alright. And, what's his face?
Don't know what you're talking about. But
Okay.
it's
talking about the famous comedian who faked his own death, and then they made a movie about him called Man on the Moon.
yeah, Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman, yes.
Got Paul driven by Jerry the King Lawler, in
That's
fact.
right. He had a big feud with the King. That's right, and we just got into this part, of course. Like,
yeah,
like, folks, right before this this episode, we were debating, because we actually just got finished playing some Mario 2, and we were debating, like, so we want to do, what else do we want to be doing now?
we did pretty good, although we don't get a big head about it. But yeah, we were trying to figure out what to.
What's wrong?
Was,
there's a rat over there. That's true. All your food will be spoiled.
I'm used to that.
But of course, there may be guards walking around, so you can't use your weapons. Also, I just belched in a way that I hope was not. Hey, it's other scientists.
I think you could use your weapons. Just can't be. You have to take off the disguise to do it.
Mm. Yeah, there's a scientist in there. Do you want to talk to him? Like, hey.
I think he'll recognize me as not being one of them.
Oh, you could hunt the rats in here.
No paint scientist. You want no paint knowledge? Get yourself a no paint scientist.
Yes.
Oh god.
There you go. Don't bother putting on a shirt. You're only going to be getting rid of it.
Yeah, every single time, folks. Because we frickin' don't have time to play the game every day. I'm so sorry, Hideo. I know that offends you.
Yeah, I mean, he hates it when you don't have time to play rival schools every day. Hideo will come back and fight you.
Oh, shit.
What was that noise? Is there a scientist hanging out over there?
Stabbing rats.
Is there a scientist over there?
Eating rats.
Like chucking rotted food out of his pockets. It's a rat. Now, I don't really have the lay of the land around here at this point.
Oh, I don't remember how this is. You know, I probably should open a fact just so that we don't miss any important items. Because I don't know.
Well,
if
or,
you're
you
allowed to
know,
return
call
here,
up, you know, any of the
Kodak friends.
Kodak friends.
Well, we talked to them fairly recently, didn't we? Yeah. Ooh, Oyama face.
Barack Hussein Oyama care.
I guess we have to call them up now because we're going to check out Oyama face. And it would appear to be some kind of kabuki.
Lady Kabuki face paint.
Yeah, I saw a kabuki for students presentation in Japan where they just do like one act of a kabuki play.
Yeah.
And it
was there some guy there?
Pretty freaking weird.
Well, I mean,
it's
sure.
I mean, you know, I shouldn't say weird is not the right term, but yeah, it's one of those things that's very unique to that culture. It doesn't really necessarily translate over all that well.
Snake, what's with that face paint?
It's called Oyama.
Oyama?
And
Yeah, it's the name of an androgynous Japanese deity.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard.
From who?
paramedic.
That's what I always.
Never mind. In any case, that face paint doesn't seem to work
The
very
paramedic
well.
contacted me
Your camo
psychically.
index is way down. Unless you want the enemy to see you, I'd change to something else.
Oh. Okay.
Let me guess. You were just getting to like it.
It kind of grew on me.
I like it with
Fine.
color.
Get yourself shot.
Boy. Second's really
Food
not.
poisoning is caused by eating poisonous food.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
Looks like you're in a building. If people are living there, there's bound to
I
be
mean,
people
yes.
food.
That's
People food.
Soviet military rations. It beats eating raw snakes and mushrooms all the time, doesn't it?
I'm getting to like raw snake and mushroom.
You really are turning into an animal.
George Animal Steel, kidnap me, Snake.
When you get hurt,
She's not gonna
yeah,
talk about
no,
it.
she's not actually going to tell you about it. It's just they figured.
She's crazy about Japan, folks. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes. Oh, you're leaving.
I think this is how we were meant to sneak in, with instead of getting spotted, and because I think there might be stuff out here we're supposed to get.
Oh, yeah. It's all up to you.
Okay.
There are Claymore mines.
Claymores here.
And there's some smoke gangsters.
Snow gangs? Oh,
Smoke gangsters.
right.
By the way, you're wearing really yeah, I was gonna say you're
Yeah,
wearing
I'm
really
wearing-
shitty camouflage.
Yeah, if I'm gonna go all military just temporarily out here, I think this will actually work better than
Leaf.
the leaf. Says it's gonna look good.
Says it's gonna work good. Perhaps you'll feast on a tree frog.
Perhaps.
Remember, we don't have a lot of those. What's wrong with this pinching sensation in my back?
Just my imagination.
I don't know. I can't imagine how you're supposed to get to here. There's a guard.
Well, I mean, that door is like it's actually pretty nearby. I think if we lured that guy out and like head off to the side, we probably could have jumped him. Remember when we knock on the door, he opens it? We probably could have been in a position to shoot him or something. Turn around, bright eyes.
Every now and then follow. Nope, you can't get in there. And you can't defend. What? Unbelievable.
I feel great.
Yes. I don't believe that you feel great.
You saw through Andor's lies.
Oh, no, I'm not falling for any of that. I'm no fool. You know how you can tell when Andor's lying?
How's that when he's talking?
Yeah, his lips are moving.
Yes.
Take that, Andor.
Yeah. Suck it, Andor. I thought about LPing that
Best
game,
part
but-
about that is I have no idea who the fuck Andor is. I've only ever seen like small parts of Final Fantasy 12.
I believe Andor is like a country.
So there you go.
But no, I thought about LPing that game, but man, I love making fun of the plot sequences and stuff. They are few and far between in that game.
Well, also, didn't you have a lot of trouble at the end of Final Fantasy 11, or which was it, the one that you just...
Yeah, Final Fantasy 13. Oh, see, this is the actual door that I would have come in, so it would have been
That's
that. Yeah, 13 had lots of copyright stuff going on with the ending scene. See, I would like to have been able to get... Oh.
Yeah, look, you're so supreme.
I'm just not sure which of these. I was not wanting to miss potentially important and cool stuff.
Yeah, oh, if you go in there, you know what? I bet it's like a weapons storehouse
Yeah.
or food thing.
Ah, I knew there was something.
Wait, whoa, you gotta talk to Sigint now.
That's true. I have to talk to Sagan.
Well, you gotta take it out of your backpack and
Pretty much
possibly
mandatory,
wield it.
yeah.
Oh, did you check what time it was when we started this? I certainly didn't.
I did. I'm so much more super pro than you. So I checked the time.
Alright,
Totally super pro.
that's good, I guess. So, you got yourself some Oyame face paint, huh?
To take a rest, all you have.
No, but I won't.
So you've got your uniform and your face paint, but that alone isn't enough to make for good
You need to
camouflage.
paint yourself up as some kind of
Camouflage
androgynous
means
Japanese
blending in
deity.
with nature. To make your disguise complete, you've got to.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, that's dumb.
That's dumb.
So you've got your uniform.
So you got it.
Oh, baby,
Yeah,
you got it.
Baby, you got it. Was that the new weapon? I thought I already had one of those.
Snake, you've got a.
I know. It's some new kind of rifle out of the West. Looks
The
kind
West
of like
is
a
the
black
best.
rifle.
No, it's not an AR-15. It's an XM-16E1, a top-of-the-line rifle that the Army adopted recently on a trial basis. The U.S. military was working on a new concept for a light infantry weapon from the late 40s through the mid-50s. In the end, they decided they wanted a .22 caliber high muzzle velocity rifle with full auto capability. What they came up with was the AR-15, the so-called black rifle. The one you've got there,
Hey, your
the
skin's black according to your
XM-16E1, is a
stats.
modified AR-15 that's been fitted with a bolt forward assist. I heard they're doing performance evaluations down in Southeast Asia.
So they captured one in Vietnam and brought it here?
That's my guess. But that thing looks a lot different from a regular XM-16E1. There must have been a gunsmith present at the
4M16
field
is
test who
everyone
made
pretty
all
much
these
calls it.
modifications on the spot. The fact that it's painted in camouflage colors shows that more and more people these days are starting to realize the importance of camouflage.
They made it so it takes a suppressor, too.
Yep, that's a nice
By
feature to have
make
for a
it, I
recon
mean a
unit on a
magical
sneaking
power
mission
so
deep in
that
enemy
suppressor
territory.
works on this full auto rifle.
You can attach and detach the suppressor by opening the weapon window and pressing the enter button. Oh, and the firing mechanism's been modified to enable 3-shot bursts.
Why the hell would they do that?
These days, a lot of new recruits aren't used to firing in full auto mode. They have no trigger control and end up emptying the whole clip at once. Maybe they were experimenting with ways to prevent that and came up with the burst mechanism as a possible solution.
Stupid idea, if you ask me.
Hey, give it a chance. It might come in handy.
The
Open
inability
the weapon
to
window and
use
press
full
the
auto.
action button to switch between semi-auto, full auto, and 3-shot burst modes. Have fun with that.
So I'm reminded of this article on the interwebs a guy I knew was writing, talking about how something was like more American than Uncle Sam carrying an AK-47, and I was like, no, what? No,
Yeah.
he's carrying an M16. It was like AK-47 sounds funnier. No.
Yeah. I also remember seeing there was a Veterans Day sale at an RV shop in Florida someplace. They were like, celebrate Veterans Day by coming down here and getting a voucher for the local gun shop to get an AK-47. Like, that's
No.
no. Veterans are not on that side of an AK-47. They're on the other side. They probably don't want to remember that as much.
Yeah.
That's dynamite. Okay. And there's nobody awake to even notice. I guess you can go back and see if it worked.
I believe I will. Oh, there's...
Yes, there is. You don't need to use your suppressor.
Might as well.
And you didn't hit it anyway.
Failure in every sense. Hopefully that doesn't wake anybody up.
What's
like
wrong? That looks pretty blown out to me.
I've never done a full blowing up all the warehouses run before. Using the controls from a game we were playing earlier today, and
yes. Alright, I guess it may be time to go back in. You might want to switch back to being a scientist first.
activate scientist mode.
Activate beast mode.
I'm a torpedo. You haven't put any of that up.
No, I haven't put any of that up. Although I am actually, at the moment, out of Gran Turismo videos. And I've been not recording Fallout 3 too far ahead, so... I'm actually low on stuff. March has been a busy month.
Yeah. Just trying to get a camera angle to make sure I don't need to crawl under that desk. Don't you dare brush shoulders with that guy or he'll become suspicious.
Yeah, there's no tense music here. What's going on? Respond.
It's just not that tense.
Oh, hi, officer.
Huh?
What?
What was that?
Was that
all about?
the door I just opened? Oh my god.
So, thrill as we...
Yeah, thrill as we walk slowly around. I mean...
We're trying to figure out what's going on in here.
Hey look, it says Fry Guy. No, it doesn't. Oh,
Yeah,
it says...
there are items in the library. I wonder if the items in the library are books. Of course, in this game, if they are books,
we need to check them out.
there's bandages. Check them out. Talk about stars, cars and stars, play electric guitars, cops who work hard, patrolling the boulevard. No. Yeah.
The woman. What the?
Help me!
Oh. You know what I think that was about? I think the scientists know that you're not one of them.
Just take off your clothes and they'll clean themselves after a little while. Also, stab some rats.
Oh,
your
wife will be happy. With, we'd come up with something about how your wife will be thrilled that you remove and put back on your clothes to save her from doing laundry.
All right.
Sorry, Red. Raskolnikov. Crotch cops.
Yeah. They're here to enforce the crotch.
What regular cops called law cops?
He must still be in this area. Find him.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Your fellow scientists actually recognize each other because they, I guess, work together.
They're colleagues.
Whereas the officers are just like, oh, you're some clearly like badass, totally ripped dude with like a bandana and oh, but you're wearing a lab coat. You're obviously one of our scientists.
You're Dr. McBadass.
Dr. McDreamy.
Oh, caution time.
You son of a bitch.
Who's there? What?
Damn it! I was hoping he would say it out a little longer. Basically, wanted to get this stuff. Now I'm taking more damage than makes it worthwhile. And they already warned me if my outfit gets covered in blood, it's not gonna fool anybody. Luckily, they really just can't deal with this. I guess we're not getting the big boss ranking on this run.
Well, I feel like we'd abandoned that already. Of course, that wouldn't make any sense, because at this point there is no big boss. I mean.
I always wanted to clear the game as Big Boss, but that might never happen.
Yeah.
I guess in order to make sure that my outfit's clean, I need to remove it and put it back on.
Well, like rotate around in. I meant in the like outfit view mode to see whether you could see any blood stains. I believe if you use one of the analog sticks or R buttons or something, you can spin around.
Oh, viewer.
Oh, there you go.
That looks good to me.
I wonder.
Well, he even has sunscreen on his nose because he's a nerd.
Wait, the costume doesn't affect your face, does it? You don't have scientist face paint, do you?
Oh, he's got white stuff on his nose.
Oh, that's because he has a coke habit.
He must still be in this area. Find him.
I got the suture kit. Apparently there's nothing more important than that to be gotten in that,
Yeah, there's just medical supplies in that office.
medical bridge.
Yes, there was a medical bridge in that office. Hopefully you can pick that up.
I really feel like punching in the air to see our response, but if anything happens, it won't be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, suppressor for the
trank
main
gun.
gun.
And there is a magazine. Electronic gaming. Oh, is that an EGM?
Might be.
Funny.
Hey, artworks.
There's another door in there to be explored. Oh, there's lockers.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite.
Lockers.
This is not suspicious behavior to these guys, I don't think. Yet, it's kind of silly that it isn't. It is a scientist going through randomly opening all of the lockers.
like the sound of a door closing behind him.
Oh wait, there's an idle poster in there.
It's a woman being held by a demon beast. I don't know what that was.
This is Beast Demon, Demon Beast. You need to turn on your Pip-Boy light.
What? What?
Huh?
I'm a scientist. Take a look at the
Look at me
poster.
real carefully.
Look closer.
Ah, that's the one with the.
Return to your position.
There's another cool poster here. Probably something about police knots.
Probably.
There
I mean,
was
what else would
another. There were two doors along that one
Ah,
hallway.
I'm inside the walls.
Oh, Jericho. Yeah.
Oh well.
Got
I
a
needed to
chocolate
come
chip
here anyway because now I
uniform.
got a chocolate chip.
Oh, there you go. And you could drop back down to.
But not until after I've checked out the
No,
chocolate
no.
chip.
Until you.
Hopefully I don't get
chocolate
spotted
chip.
the instant I put it on, but oh, we have that. Yeah, so that goes with the desert face paint, so.
Oh, there you go.
There is like one or two screens later in the game where this is actually pretty good camo. By and large, the ones that are like cute and goofy.
Yeah.
Or
Ah, you're wearing the chocolate chip pattern.
Chocolate
My
chip?
favorite.
You mean this
I think
camouflage?
the Aussies developed
Yeah.
this.
I've never heard of a camo pattern called that before.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it up right now. The chocolate chip pattern is probably designed to provide cover in a desert environment.
But it's clearly not
It
called
should work
chocolate
best
chips.
against a sandy or rocky background.
Makes sense, but why'd you call it chocolate chip?
Because that's what it reminds me of.
What?
Those little round cookies the Major's always snacking on.
They're not cookies, they're scones.
Major.
Oh,
And it's
Jesus.
not a snack, it's afternoon tea.
Snack, tea, same thing.
No, it's not. Look here, afternoon tea is a fine old English tradition.
Uh-oh.
Why don't
Here
they call
we
them
go again.
scones?
Talk to you
They
later,
call them
Snake.
biscuits.
The origins of afternoon tea go back to the Victorian era. Anna Maria, the 7th Duchess of Bedford, was
But I'm going to stop in the middle of that sentence now, and
We're going
wait
to
for you to shut off the radio before I continue.
Well, I'm assuming that you're going to cut at this point, so I'm just going to stop talking. And when you edit the sound, make sure it sounds as though I was cut off at mid-word. Scientists aren't allowed on that balcony. That's where we hide our chocolate chip.
Yes. That's where our cookies. He's gotten into our cookie stash. No.
He's Cookie Crook. Oh my god.
He's Cookie Crook. Oh my god. He's after our cookie crisp. Oh, it's the bathroom. Oh, it's important safety notices. And a spider in the bath. There's a spider in the bath. There's a spider in the bath. Ah!
That door closed before I attacked the spider.
Before you punch out the spider.
Mike Tyson's spider punch out.
Now, what happens when you look at one of these toilets? Hey, what's going on here?
What?
All these toilets, they're in their own separate stalls. I didn't think that was how things operated in Russia.
Yeah.
When you get hurt, you're
Aren't you
When
guys
you
gonna
get
accuse me
hurt,
of like drinking
stare at a
toilet water or
toilet.
whatever the hell
Squares
you're
is a mountain
accusing right
camel
now?
that-
So nobody's gonna accuse me of drinking
I
toilet
see
water,
you're
eh?
disguised as a scientist. It suits you rather nicely. As long as you don't do anything suspicious like
Mike,
roll
whatever
or
you
crawl,
do, make sure
the
you
enemy
have
should have no reason
offspring.
to suspect you.
But
Circle
you probably don't
off
remember,
somewhere
but there was
inside
a
that
lengthy
lab.
discussion.
Find out where he is and make contact with him.
Yes.
Contact. What's going on?
She's getting electric roped.
Yeah, that's true. She's being raped right now, but if you'll come back later.
Oh, you can punch that one out.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong. Oh, apparently, yeah. The guy's not in here after all. You can punch that spider.
To death. Alright, you can punch spiders to death. You fat ass.
Yes, because ordinarily spiders are super hard and resistant.
Would you be able to punch a
squish a
spider?
spider?
Of that? Squish it? Yeah, but he just like threw a punch at it while it was on the wall and killed it with like. They got like exoskeletons and shit, you know.
Right. Try opening that door again. That's a pretty fly uniform you got there, Snake.
For a white guy, anyway. So
Well,
I guess
mean,
it was where I didn't remember
It's
that
not
there was
a chocolate
secret
chip
in there.
uniform, but
I didn't remember there being a secret there, but it makes sense. Fly, stinky.
stinky camo. Oh, it looks like poop with flies on it.
Very, very useful camo, I'm sure. Oh, it did create bugs.
Snake?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
When you're using the assault rifle,
Oh, that was probably useful.
Squares is a mountain camo that's basically... So you've got your uniform and your face.
And your face looks
Squares
so
is a mountain
stupid.
camo that's basically a bunch...
I'm not gonna comment till you find the poop camouflage to put on your face. But yeah, you've got flies flying around now. I don't know how that's useful. Probably isn't useful.
Maybe there's an environment where smelling fresh and clean will be bad.
You mean France?
Oh,
that doesn't even make sense. I thought it goes in here already.
you were.
Okay, you're saying there's two doors I didn't explore.
No, I was saying there were two doors. You didn't explore one.
Oh, okay, so...
So now I gotta go right across this area and see what's over here. Hello, sir. He's just like trying to do mildly suspicious behavior when his back is turned.
Well, it's actually trying to do a jumpy flip for fun. But... Hey.
Oh,
She said we would find people food around here.
she did. This is the
Yeah, and
storehouse.
this-
You can
we
blow it
need
up.
to, we need to be on top of this. getting rid of, like, I'd never bothered with this at all in my previous plays. But with the nature of how we're playing it, with all this time between each session, we really do need to be careful about this.
Now, are you willing to blow up this storehouse?
Am I willing? What the hell kind of question is that? I'm kind of curious. Maybe this... I was thinking, oh, this might be one of the few weapons you're allowed to equip as a scientist.
Nope, you gotta put on your sticky camo. So now, even if you don't blow up the food, it's all gonna be covered in shit. Nobody will be able to eat it. You didn't set it, did you?
I heard a door opening and I got scared.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm dressed as.
Yo! I'll try it again. There you go. Scientist time.
I didn't accidentally put it on the, set it on the wall here, did I? I hope not.
No, I think you knocked the wall.
That's probably we're in caution mode now, actually.
We're under fire. Enemy position
Nobody's
unknown.
blowing up our food and our ammo. It sucks. I could flip down here from the ceiling. That would probably draw their attention.
Also, I would find it kind of suspicious if I was one of those guys. If there was a scientist who's hanging around near this source of this explosion that came back and found the food stores were all blown all to hell. Ah, you've got porno. You've got porn.
Can I safely drop down there?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out if that's actually someplace I was already at, or... Trying to keep his cool while still keeping me in his line of sight, which just involved craning his head really far.
Yes.
It's like, I don't want this guy to know that I'm looking at him. I don't want to, like, turn around and acknowledge that he caused me to do that, so I'm just kind of crane my neck really, really far.
Yes, it's a real comedy of manners.
We've already explored this floor.
I'll go down. Maybe there was stuff on this was like a prison floor.
Yeah, this is where we got sent to when we were bad. Well, when we were found outside, they threw...
Maybe there's other stuff in here. Oh, was there other prisoners in here?
Hi. Hi, friend.
I guess not.
There are boobs.
There are boobs, and you could punch that. You could punch that frog. I don't know what happened to that thing, sir. Just started quacking and squeaking a bunch. There's something stinky up there.
There was something stinky up there.
Yeah? Did you ever put your finger someplace stinky?
Fascinating question.
But somebody's hungry.
Yeah, because I blew up their food warehouse, their food laboratories.
Ah, food lab. I mean, it's literally been blown up for like 3 minutes. But
wait a second, did you just say 3 minutes?
That's
probably
right.
he hadn't
3-minute warning came and ate all their food.
He hadn't eaten
Rosie
anything
and
in a couple
Jamal just-
hours, and then bad timing.
Rooster
Anyway.
and Jamal just came and ate their whole food stores. It's a terrible situation.
It really is. And then Moon Salting Fatties, Jim Cornette, Dynamite, new tag team,
Oh,
been there
no,
too.
not those guys.
Pretty rough. Anyway, folks, I'm Serious JG.
I'm Poopie the Vulture.
When we come back, more blowing up warehouses as a scientist.
Bye.